November? What is even happening? Woolvember? Or November? Woolvember, November, you've got it. We're talking wool. We've got these babies in here. They're lush, they're soft. I am on a DK weight theme, people. Like, all the socks for this next month, besides maybe a couple surprise ones I'm like deep hiding, are happening. We've got this whole box of yarn, Christmas gifts, people. So many Christmas gifts. I'm going to be winding those guys up today. I've got a lot of socks planned for this month. I have a lot of spiral socks planned for this month. I have been really enjoying my DK weight yarn, and after playing with it last month, I was like, I think these could make some fun Christmas gifts. They've just got this like squishiness that you're looking for in like just warm, comfy socks all ready for winter. So my biggest issue is none of this yarn has nylon in it. And for the purists, you're like, yes. And I so get you, but I'm nervous. I'm nervous that these socks are going to wear out quickly. I have yet to really like experiment how rough you can be with them. So we'll just have to wait and see. Who knows? Maybe most of these will end up just being house socks anyway, because they really are just that like warm, squishy. I want to put them on while I'm drinking hot chocolate and watching Christmas movies. So that's my concern. I still haven't found some DK weight yarn that's made for sock wearing, which is the nylon is added into this yarn to help make it just that little bit durable, so that when you're wearing them all the time, like we do with socks, it keeps them more durable. And yeah, we will see. I have experimented with fingering weight yarn that does not have nylon in it, and those socks are my husband's socks. He wears them all the time. They're sturdy. There's nothing like that, but there's a lot more fuzz coming off of them than any of the other socks I've ever made. So I don't know if it's the lack of nylon, or it could just be that brand of socks, which is fine. He still loves them and they're still warm and comfortable. So I'm not like upset about them. So anyway, so yeah, that's my kind of like my thoughts on like, okay, we'll see how this DK weight yarn works that has no nylon in it. It's 100% wool. Let me read the stats off. Haven't gotten this guy wound yet. Okay, so it's superwash merino wool. 100%. I'm getting there, people. 100% superwash merino wool, which I knew that prior to reading this to you. I just wanted to double check. So anyway, I realize I keep forgetting to say that the yarn is Knit Picks DK weight superwash merino wool, 100% merino wool. Kept forgetting to say Knit Picks. BTW, the brand is Knit Picks that all this yarn is for a lot of the knitting this month. Okay, so the winding, I'm enjoying having the Swift and the ball winder. I keep wanting to call it something else, but I don't even know what the something else is. Really, really, really enjoying it. So I'm definitely recommending it as something you might want to invest into if you can. If you can't, you don't need to do it. It's literally something I haven't owned for, I was actually doing the math on this. This coming February, I'll have been knitting for 30 years, guys. 30 years, it's crazy. Anyway, I haven't owned one, and I didn't necessarily really miss it until I started using like the hanks of yarn that's all beautifully hand dyed and stuff. And then I realized, oh, that's a good reason to have it. But one of the reasons why I like it, I'm going to pull out one of the ones I've been winding up, is I like how it just comes out of the center, and it really makes my knitting just a little bit smoother. It doesn't need to happen, but I've really enjoyed it. It's probably a good way of putting it. I really enjoy just the smoothness of how it just comes out of the center like that. And then when I have it in, hold on, let me get my other bits. The other reason why I like it, when I have, if they make that any more complicated, when I have it in a bowl like this, and I like that it just kind of smoothly, it can hook into this like that, and then you can just pull it out, and it's really nice. Of course, right when I'm trying to show you guys, a little knot comes out. That doesn't normally happen. It happens, but it doesn't always happen. So yeah, I really, really, really have enjoyed this investment. I also really have enjoyed that I invested in a yarn bowl again. I haven't owned one for the last, 29 years, but when I got the one, I was kind of like, it was sitting there on the website, and I was like, you know what, maybe I'll get a yarn bowl. Everyone else owns one. It seems like it must be a nice thing to own, and I've also really enjoyed it. I do not have my yarn running away from me like I usually do, and it just sits there just pleasantly. So yes, I've enjoyed both those investments. And I think if you can get them, I highly recommend it, but you don't have to own either one of those to have an awesome knitting life. So yeah, we're coming to the end of this video. I'm so excited that it's November. I'm excited to knit with you this month. I have so many socks coming up. I don't even know. I'm just knitting like crazy. My brain's like, Christmas list, just keep checking them off, people. Keep checking them off. So that's what's on my knitting thing. I told you guys last month, I actually had already pre-made at least 2 videos on my sweater that I started in August. And so I'm hoping to pop those on there this month. We'll see how that goes. I didn't end up popping them on last month because I ended up just knitting so many socks. It's been super fun. Like, I've just been on the sock roll, and they've just kind of been flying off my needles, and it's been fun. It really has been. So what do you have planned for your knitting life this November? Maybe a nice squishy sweater? Tons of Christmas socks to knit up as gifts? Let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, guys, I'm looking forward to knitting with you this month. I'll talk to you later. Bye.